It's amazing that lately I've been watching the Trump press conferences on coronavirus. I don't normally watch that stuff. I don't have the patience, and Trump is just a fucking liar. But David Pakman, he does that. He does these live shows and lets folks watch with him, and he'll talk and go over things. Because I don't do this for a living. I don't watch Trump. I don't follow politics. I don't know my senators. I don't know any of that stuff. But I'm watching Trump. You know I don't like watching the press conference. It isn't because he's ugly. It's because he's a liar. And as I've gotten older, I can deal with people who are ignorant. I can deal with drunk people. I can deal with mentally ill people. The one thing I can't deal with is disrespect. That's the one thing I can't deal with. And lying to me is disrespect, because when you lied to me and you do it over and over the way Trump does about important things, you're playing with my logic. You're saying that I'm not smart enough. You can get over on me, and I can't allow that. I can't allow that. So that's why I don't like watching it. Anyway, he was talking about how chloroquine and some other drugs that may or may not work. Listen, I have not said those drugs won't work on the coronavirus. I have not said that. I have not said it on here. It's just that it to me, the fact that they're rushing out drugs that are not even in first stage testing, hadn't even completed that. You're rushing out drugs where a guy and his wife took something similar to that, and one of them died within hours, and the other one, wife was very sick. She was hospitalized. I think it's really irresponsible. I'm not going to sit here and say it's Trump's fault that they did that, but I think it's really irresponsible for him to do that. There's so many things when I was a kid I didn't understand about presidents and public officials and why they wouldn't just come out and say things. And now I understand. Because you have crazy people who don't think, who don't understand how societies work, and don't understand you have drugs that may do something, but the side effects could be bad too. And Trump, when this doctor was asking about chloroquine, there was a reporter, he said, he knows people are going to die, which is true. And he said, what else do you have to lose? And I had an epiphany. And, today, Sunday, April the 5th, I had an epiphany. Like, this is America now. This is what America is now. That, what else do you have to lose? You can either take this drug that has not even had basic tests done on it that may kill you, or if it doesn't kill you, it may give you kidney problems and stuff like that. Or you can remain out of work and have to wait to get a few crumbs from the table, one-time crumbs that may not come next month. Miss work, miss student loans, still got to pay your car note and all that, fall behind on your bills. See, that's why I don't really get mad at people that feel like this isn't a big deal, because it reminds me just how tumultuous or how unstable our economy really is. That America really, a lot of Americans are going to have some real trouble next month. I'm serious. That's why I told my dad there's going to be looting. And there's already been looting. Now people having buildings broken into. That started happening last week. I sent it to my dad. He never sent nothing back. I told him you'd have police officers getting sick, and that's going to be blue flu. They're going to start coming to work. I told him you have a lot of black folks getting sick. Charles Irvin, he didn't want to believe it. And I told him there's going to be looting. And he said, no, it's not. And I said, people are going to be looting for their families. Well, that's different. How is that different? How is looting for your family different? You're still looting. You're still breaking into buildings. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant if you know there's $1 million sitting on the table in that room, or if you don't. It's still looting. You're still breaking it. I mean, that's and all that's come true. Well, the police getting sick has happened. Police haven't started. Absences have not been noted on that level that I'm expecting. But when Trump said that what do you have to lose? It just really got me that that's America now. That's our America. That's the America that we have now in this country, where it's not about having the best public health. It's not about having the best life-work balance of your citizens. It's not about happiness for your citizens. It's not about having the best systems to help people fall through the cracks. It's all about, in essence, a rock and a hard place and threatening people. Like, this is the other part of the Trump presidency, threatening people, and then people you can't threaten, you say, what else you have to lose? When you've wasted 2 months downplaying the seriousness of it, and then you turn around and you say, oh, it's China hoax, it's a flu. I mean, this is criminal negligence. I was on military.com because I'm kind of interested in how conservatives are going to bullshit this. And what the thing is now is, well, the Democrats wasted all their time. That's bullshit. He was briefed in January. That's all bullshit. That's a lie. He was briefed in January. What I understand, he wanted to talk about vaporize or something. He had every chance to do that. And you know what's crazy? If Trump had came out in the news and said, look, there's a pandemic in China coming. I'm worried about my people. I'm worried about my population. So I'm going to ask Democrats, calm down with this. That would have been on the record. He didn't do that. He never brought it to the public side, and he could have. So that's bullshit. And that's just, I mean, it's amazing, like, Republicans actually believe that because the Democrats wanted to investigate him for the things he was doing, that it's almost like they think Trump's a detective, and not that we have national security people who that's their job, is to look for pandemics, is to look for, like, that's their job. That isn't Trump's job. Trump's job is to determine what he wants to do with the information. The information was already given to him. And one guy, just show you how desperate conservatives are. It's all Antifa's fault. The Democrats didn't lock down the cities. And I'm like, wait a minute. Your president told people not to take this seriously. And the only states that have not locked down are conservative states. Georgia's reopened their beaches. And I understand that Florida just now recently declared a state of emergency. So what the fuck are you talking about, Democrats? I mean, I just realized that now that Republicans, like, when they say Trump derangement syndrome, it's real for Republicans. They're beyond logic. They're beyond reason. And I realized that this is the new era we're living in, to where you can go out here, risk infection, pay your bills, you may get sick and die, pass it on to somebody in your family and they die, or you can stay at home. You can take an experimental drug, go to work, get sick, or the drug will make you even sicker, so you can make a little bit of money. Or you can stay at home and fall behind on your bills and lose what you got. I mean, like, that's the America we're living in right now. It's amazing to me that people don't see the savagery in that. I mean, just the reality that Trump doesn't care about American citizens. He doesn't. I mean, he cares about his base, but he really doesn't care about people at all. Like, it's of no value. They're of no value to him whatsoever. Peace out.